Hello, welcome to part 2 of how to make a website. This is a little bit more advanced, so watch this video if you have already seen the first video or you already know how to create a website with Google Sites. So I'm going to start by, as you can see, I have my drive up here. If you have already created a site, all you have to do is go to your drive and you can search for the title of your site, or if you've been working on it recently, it will appear right here. So when I double click on this, it will take me to the site editor, which we were at before. And we're going to look at a couple things, adding content to our site, adding pages to our site, and I'm going to do a quick footer in the beginning and how to add a button because I forgot to do those in the first video. So you can see we're back to our original site. I have my welcome. I added some clip art here so that we have pictures, and I'm going to make these accessible by clicking on the links. Now, as you can see, I already made a video showing you how to do this and messed it up. So I have to delete these things so I can show you how to make them again. Sorry about that. All right. So you see basic site, Google Sites introduction. There's one thing that I wanted to do, which was make a footer on the bottom of the page. And a footer is basically just the same thing as a header on the bottom, same thing as if you were using Word or Google Docs or whatever you might be using. I personally like these on the bottom of a website because it kind of shows you that the website is done. It's like the block at the bottom, and it is consistent with whatever the theme is that you chose. So I'm getting blocked here by the screencastify thing. There we go. So if you click on your page down here at the bottom, when you click, a little plus sign comes up that says add footer. So you add your footer. And here you can put really whatever you want. If you wanted to put some text in here, if you wanted to put your email address, if you want to put a link to something, whatever you want to put down here, you can. I prefer to leave it blank, and I just make it the color that goes along with my website. Like I said, you can just tell that that's the bottom. And then to make sure that that worked, you just click outside and it will appear down at the bottom. And you can always edit it or change it. The other thing I wanted to add here is a button. The button is over on the right side here. This is, again, all of the content that you want to add to your website can be found here. And I'm adding a button because on my main page, I want people who visit it to be able to contact me pretty easily. So I'm going to call this button Get in Touch, I guess. You can email me, whatever you want. And the way to do this is you would just write mail to as one word and then colon and then your email address. I'm not too sure about how to make other buttons or different uses of buttons. I'm sure there's a lot of ways that you can use buttons, but for me and for our purpose, I felt like that's probably a useful one to show you how to do. So you can change the width of this, and you can also move it to the middle so that people can see it. And so now my page is ready to go. So like I said, this is kind of like your landing site, your homepage, the main page that people will see. Over here on the right side, you've got pages. And as you can see, I only have one page. So I would like to add one page for each of these sections. Each one is going to be its own independent page. Doing that is pretty easy. All you have to do is click the little plus sign down here. It's very similar to how you make a new document in Google Docs, or how you do a lot of things in Google. They're all very similar. So we click new page, and I'm calling it the same thing, making a website, the basics. And let me see if I can scroll. No. Okay. So when I click done, it automatically creates that page for me. And then if you look up top here, now it creates this automatic toolbar so that people who are visiting your site can switch in between your pages. If you don't want that for some reason, and I actually have been in that situation a couple times where I don't want something on the main page, all you have to do is click on these three little circles, these three little dots, and then you click on hide from navigation and it'll just take it off the top. And if you want it back, show in navigation. The other thing you can do is you can add a subpage that is a page within this page. And, again, lots of reasons why you might do that. That's just kind of an organizational choice that you would make. You can duplicate it. So if you have, a page that's all about, math games that kids can play at home, and then the other one is math games that they can play in school, and you want different websites linked or whatever you're doing, that you can have the same format. It all looks the same, but you just change the content. So you can do that if you want to as well. And this is also where you would go to delete any pages that you make. which I'm not going to do because I'm showing you how to link it. Okay, so now we've got our 2 pages. I'm going to go back to my main page, and there's 2 ways to link. You can link the picture that you put up here. You can link the text. I like to do both because I like to give people as many ways as possible to find what they're looking for. And if they click on the picture and it doesn't work, then they might give up. And probably not, but I like to just make it as easy and accessible as possible for anybody who's trying to find different things on my site. So when you click here, you can click on the little link here, insert link. And if you wanted to link to Kahoot or something outside, you would just copy and paste. Here we're linking within the website to a different page. So I'm just clicking where it says make a website because that's the only other page I have right now. And this is really silly but important. Make sure you click apply because if you don't, then it will not work. I've found that out many times. Okay, and then you would do the same thing here. So you would highlight the text, click on the little link, and then your website comes up right away, and make sure that you click apply. Okay, so now that's done, and if for any reason you need to edit the link, you just have to click back to where you were before, and it will come up. You click on the edit, and you can change it, or you can delete it, and it won't delete the picture or anything, but it will just delete the ability to link. So that's how we link. Okay. Something else that you might want to learn about, I'm going to go to the making a website page if I can get there. So I'm going to go to pages. There we go. Nope. Love it. There we go. Just a little slow. Okay, so now this is another page, just like the first one, it's blank, there's nothing on it. So I just want to talk about different things that you can add into this page. Images, easy. You just click on images and you can either upload or select an image to just put a picture on the page. Similar to these layouts here, the images and text boxes, these are just kind of already done for you, so it makes it a little bit easier. And you just add in, you're kind of on your own with the formatting. So if I'm starting out with an introduction, make sure I know how to spell whatever I'm spelling. So these are the basics of website creation, and you can make this whatever size you want here. Add links, whatever you want to do. Change the color, etc. So we've got the basics of website creation. If I want to put in an image, I can put in an image. So let's just pick something. Before, when I was searching for website clip art or icons, because then you'll find kind of similar art. But as you can see, now I might need to pick this up and move it so that it goes next to it. It's not as easy in what I found to move things around as it is when you pick a pre-made layout. So that's why I really do like the layouts. But I mean, you can change the size. You can also click on this little crop tool to make it bigger or smaller if you want to select a part of the image. And again, it's kind of preset, so you have to make it. But like if you wanted the top of the picture to slide down, you could do that. You can make it go in the middle, etc. So you kind of have to just play around with this formatting part. There we go. So now I can put them side by side. So however I want to do this, I can do this. We did the button before. YouTube is good because you can just search for a video. So if tips for Google sites, say I wanted to find a video, you can just search here as if you were searching on Google or searching on YouTube. And let me say, enhancing Google sites with Google Forms and tips and tricks. That sounds like it might be helpful, so I'm going to hit select, and there it is right there. So pretty easy to do. You can also do the same thing with embed. Embed is also a way for you to add, different options to your website. There's really a lot of different options, and I'm going to have to do that in another video because I only have 30 seconds left again. I'm talking a lot. Thank you for sticking with me, and watch the next video if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the options within your website. Thank you.